my channel. This is Swift Wellness. I'm Ashley, and today we have a 30-minute bodyweight only upper body exercise. That means we're doing this entire workout without any equipment, which makes it perfect for those at-home or apartment workouts. The entire workout is also low impact, even though we're adding in high intensity interval cardio bursts to bring our heart rate up, burn calories, and get sweaty. Of course, if you prefer shorter workouts, make sure to check out our channel for 15-minute options. And as always, like and subscribe so you don't miss a single video we upload each week. Let's go ahead and get started. So start with a few cat-cows, big arch through the back, big inhale. Big exhale as you press through the hands around the back. Big inhale, just warming up through the spine, through the upper body. Big exhale. Really try to round the back here. And then a big inhale as you reach to the sky. And then a big exhale as you press. One more. And then big exhale. We're going to pop it up into that plank, and we're just going to start off with a little rock. So it's not a full rotation, it's just a left and a right. Just warming up the core, warming up the hips, warming up the obliques. So right and left. Good. Just left, right. Good. We're going to take that same knee to same elbow, so you can always drop your knee down if you need to. Otherwise, you're going to take this left elbow to the left knee and extend. It's left, extend, left, and extend. Good. Pulling it in and extending it out. Watching that you're not arching through that back. You've got two more. Then we're going to switch to the other side. Bring that foot down, right knee to right elbow, keeping the core nice and tight. Right elbow, right knee. Press, squeeze, good. We've got three more. We're going to press it back into down dog, in two, in one. Press all the way back into down dog, and then you're coming forward into a push-up, pressing back up, back to down dog. You've got two more to finish out that warm-up. One more, and down. And up. Go ahead and drop your knees, sink back to child's pose. All right, so let's go ahead and get started today. Here's how the sets are going to work. We've got 3 rounds. We'll be going through each round 2 times, breaking it up with a 30-second cardio burst in between. So we'll go through round 1, we have a cardio burst. We'll go through round 1 a second time, finish with that same cardio burst, and then we'll go into round 2 and round 3 for your 30-minute workout today. So we're going to walk out to a push-up to start today. So shoulders go directly over the wrists. We're bringing the chest down to the mat in a big, deep press. Press through the hands. Big rotation as you go straight to the sky. Bringing that back to that center plank. Dropping back down. Pressing back up. Big rotation through the chest. Of course, you always have the option to drop down to the knees. So as you come down, press up, pop up to that plank, open up, and back down. Same positioning, giving yourself that second to pop up into that plank, stabilize the core before you come into the next position. So again, press all the way up into that plank. Big twist. We've got one more on this side. Good. Press all the way down. All the way up, big rotation, back to center, drop those knees, quick child's pose, and then we're going right into some tricep dips today. So you're gonna use your trusty bench, sitting on that bench, hands make an L on either side, extend the legs out long. You want those elbows to point directly back and behind you. So as you come down, you're keeping that back nice and parallel with the bench as you press back up. So it's a big inhale, big exhale as you press, trying to get as much depth as possible as you bring the body down, and then press all the way back up. So always have the option to take those feet to 90 degrees, take some pressure off the wrists, come all the way down, and all the way back up. If this is too much on your wrist, you can always come directly to your mat and do those tricep push-ups on the mat as well. So I'm taking those hands to that same L, leaning back, pressing to the sky. Again, big inhale, big exhale as you press. Good. Whether you're on the mat or you're on the bench, you've got 20 seconds. Really thinking about squeezing those elbows back, dipping through that full range of motion so that you're working those triceps. So you've got 3, good. You've got 2, 1, and we're going to drop back to our plank and roll over. You're taking those shoulders directly over the hands one more time into a plank up, down. So you're starting in that push-up position, coming down, arms at an 11 in front of you, core squeeze nice and tight, press all the way back up and back down. So as you press, it's really easy to let those hips wobble as you press all the way up. So you're focused on squeezing through that core, pressing up slowly through the hands, keeping the weight from the shoulder, in the knee, in the elbow, over the hands. Always your option to drop to your knees so you can focus on those arms, pressing up and down, up and down. Again, as you press up, this is your exhale. Big inhale as you come back down. Hold the core, rotate the pelvis forward, all the way up. We've got 5 seconds, so we're gonna go into our first cardio burst today. We've got 30 seconds of shoulder taps in 3, 2, and 1. Come up into that plank position. Right hand touches left shoulder and tap. You're only here for 30 seconds. So you're holding that core nice and tight. You can always take those feet wider than the mat to give yourself a stable base. Halfway through, 15 seconds. Squeeze the core nice and tight. You've got it. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set it all the way back down. Quick child's pose. Shake out those shoulders. We're going through that whole entire thing one more time. You know what we've done. We're going right into those push-ups with rotation. So again, on your knees or in that plank position, press down, pop up into that plank, reach to the sky, push up, and rotate. Good. The push-up is probably one of the easiest ways to build strength through your chest, through your shoulders, through your core, but you want to make sure that you're keeping the weight over the hands, full range of motion. You should bring the chest to the mat, press up, and back down. Again, that rotation is activating that side body, activating those obliques. Press and up. Good, you've got it. You've got 10 seconds. So whether you're on your knees or you're on your plank, finishing out 3, 2, and 1. Good, jump up onto that bench. You've got a minute of tricep dips. Keep those elbows rotated back. Quick little dips. So if you had those knees bent last time, extend those legs out long. Challenge yourself a little bit more this time. Good. You can always lift that leg for an added balance challenge. That is your option. Whatever feels good. If you're on the mat, again, in those tricep dips, you're letting your weight go directly back and then you're pressing away, engaging just those elbows. So as long as I keep those elbows pointed back behind me, squeezing back into my back as I extend and bend, you're focusing all that work on the triceps. Good, you've got 15 seconds. Good, you've got 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back over. Let's get right into those up, down on your knees or in your plank, pressing up and down, up and down. Again, holding through that core, stabilizing that entire weight, not letting those hips pipe to the sky. So easy to do so. Widen your stance if you need to. Press, lower, press, and lower. Good, you're keeping the weight directly over those wrists all the way, making 11s with your hand, pressing up, and then alternating which hand is the lead hand as you finish it up. You've got 20 seconds. We've got a cardio burst, end round 1. Good. 10 seconds. Big deep breath, come down and up. Good. 5, 4, seconds, tap it out, squeeze your core, widen those legs, big deep breath, don't hold your breath. Good, you've got it. Trying to move quickly here. You've got it, you've got 10 seconds. You've got it, you've got 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop back down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna walk laterally with that plank, reaching right hand, right foot, left hand, left foot. So you're gonna make 2 small steps to the right of your mat, and then 2 small steps to the left. So we're making those little tiny movements the whole entire time. So you're squeezing the core, and as I walk, it's left hand, left foot, right hand, right foot, the whole entire way. So I wanna hold my core in nice and tight so that I'm not rocking from side to side. Squeezing through the entire thing, left hand, left foot, right, right, left, left, right, right. Good, moving back, same thing, really just working on core stabilization here. We're keeping the weight directly over the hands so that we engage the shoulders, the chest, everything as we walk. Good, you've got less than 10 seconds, and then we're going into our next exercise. We're gonna add in some tricep push-ups. Good, you've got it. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, drop down. Adding in some tricep push-ups. So you're gonna start on your knees, extend one leg long so that we can get through that whole range of motion. So I'm leaning on the top of my knees onto my quad, pulling those elbows in, elbows pointed back. So I'm squeezing the core, coming all the way down and all the way back up. So you're coming down and up. So just like the original push-ups that we did, I want you to get your chest all the way to the ground and then press all the way back up. So it's down and up, all the way through. Your focus again on that range of motion, coming down and back, and then pressing away. So it's a big inhale as you lower the chest to the mat, big exhale as you press and back. If you find that that's too easy here on your knees, you can always extend one leg long, elbows back, come down, and press up. A little bit more of a balance challenge. You come down and you press through that leg. 2 options. Whatever feels good for you is what I want you to do. We've got 1 more exercise in this first round. We've got 3, good, 2, and last 1, and press all the way back up. So extend those legs long. We're going into a Superman reach. So arms go long, your legs come out behind you. So I'm gonna pull my head, neck, and shoulders straight up from the mat, pull my legs up from the mat, take those big arms back into a swimmer reach, bring them back forward and down. So I'm pulling up, focused on my low back here, but we're making this a shoulder exercise by swimming backwards, taking those palms, pinkies to the sky, squeezing, coming back to center and down. So it's all the way up, back, forward, and down. So of course you can always take out the legs if that's too challenging for you and just pull up with the chest. Just swim back. But the more that you pinch those hands together, like you're trying to touch those palms behind the back, the harder that you use those shoulders, use those triceps in this exercise. So it's up, back, forward, and down. Up, back, forward, and down. So again, you're squeezing all the way through, reaching back. You've got 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna stack up for some plank jacks. So we're gonna meet back into that plank all the way. 3, 2, and 1. This is your second burst of cardio. Again, you've got plank jacks, so stacking those hands directly over the shoulders. You are jumping out on either side of the mat, bringing it back to center for 30 seconds, moving quickly. Of course, if you prefer to take the impact out of it and you want a low impact option, step it out and center, out and center. And of course, if you have sensitive wrists, you can always come down to the forearm. Same positioning as step out, out, in, and in. Got 10 seconds. We'll go through that whole second round one more time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and sink those hips straight back. We've got one more set of that exact same thing, starting off with those lateral plank walks. So stack the shoulder again, squeeze the core, tiny little movements, 2 to the right, left hand, left foot, right, right, left, left, walk it back, and walk it back. Good, you've got it. Squeezing all the way, stabilizing the core. This is your last exercise of plank walks today. You do not have to do any more. Good, holding that core, watching that your hips aren't hiking to the sky. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, rotate the pelvis forward so that you're holding here in one long line. We got less than 15 seconds. Good, you've got it. Press, press, good, you've got 5 seconds. Then we're going into some tricep push-ups in 3, in 2, and 1. So again, dropping back to those knees, elbows directly rotate back towards you so that those elbows kiss the sides as you're pressing and extending. Again, big inhale as you lower the chest to the mat. Big exhale as you press away. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, just like before, if you want to make it more challenging, you can extend that leg long, pull it straight back, is down and up. Big inhale, big exhale as you press. You can always switch that leg. You can always jump up into that plank position, come into those full tricep push-ups to challenge yourself for this second round. Whatever is feeling good, as long as you're keeping those elbows pointed to the sky, pushing behind your body, squeezing that core, staying in one long line. Good. Got 10 seconds. Pressing through those triceps. Good. You've got 5. You've got 4, 3, 2, last 1, and press. Good. Extend those legs long, arms long. You're pulling the whole body up, reaching behind you, reaching forward, and back down. So it's up, back, forward, and down. Up, back, forward, and down. We've got one last cardio burst before the very last round of class. We've got 2 rounds, and then you're almost out of here. More than 2/3 of the way done. Once we finish this next cardio burst, we've got 10 seconds. And lower. Focus a little bit on our abs on this next set. Good, you've got 5. You've got 4. Going into plank jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Same thing. Shoulders directly over the hands into those plank jacks. Watching that you're not letting those hips pike to the sky. Squeeze the glutes out, out. Good, you've got 15 seconds. Squeeze the core. Good, you've got 10. Good, you've got 5. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, drop it back down. We got one last set, so we're going through this last set 2 times. Here's what your exercise looks like. We're adding in some core exercises for the last round of class. So you have a few modifications here. So extend those legs long into that V-sit position. You can hold those hands behind the knees if you need to. You can bend those knees to take pressure off the hip flexors. Extending those arms up overhead, pinching those elbows down and back, and then extending those arms long. So it's a pinch and an extend. So of course, if it's too much on those hip flexors or you're having trouble balancing, place those heels into the ground, rock back, keep that chest tall, extend, and pull down and back. Squeeze those shoulder blades. It's out, back, out, squeeze. Good, make sure you're breathing this entire time. It's a big exhale as you pull down and back. Big inhale as you extend long. Good, you've got 10 seconds. And we're gonna add in some arm circles. Good, I want you to hold this V-sit position. Hold this scoop tailbone. I'm gonna face you so that you can see, but in that same position, you're holding those arms out long. We're gonna go into little forward circles. So you're holding that V-sit, you're holding that slightly rocked pelvis. I want you to make tiny, tiny little circles going forward. We're gonna go 30 seconds forward, and then we're gonna flip that circle backwards. But so that you can see my arms, they're just parallel with the ground. Circling forward. The more that you can sit into that V-sit, the more that you're engaging those abs. Squeezing nice and tight. Good. We've got 10 seconds, and we're gonna switch sides. Good. Deep breath. Make sure you're not holding your breath here. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Reverse that circle, going straight back. Squeezing the core. Again, you're sitting in this position. You have that V-sit option. You have that option to open up those hips, bend the knees, regardless. Keep those arms parallel with the ground for the last 10 seconds. Keep those circles going. You've got it. Less than 10, then we're gonna roll on your back for some crunches. We're gonna go into some ab exercises in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, drop those arms, shake them out. Roll onto your back. Legs extend to an L, straight into the sky. Hands come behind your head. Chin to the sky. Don't curl it into your chest so that you can breathe. And you're lifting up and lowering. So you're pressing up to the sky, up, and back down. So again, big exhale as you lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Big inhale as you come back down. Keeping those legs as long as possible. Trying to keep those feet flexed. If you need to bend the knees slightly, it's okay. Good. It's a big exhale. Exhale as you reach. Good. You've got it. You've got 15 seconds, and then we're going to roll over. We've got one last cardio burst today. Good. We've got mountain climbers. One last round of class, and then we are done for the day. Good. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. Good, roll it over really quickly, 30 seconds. You've got mountain climbers today. Stack the shoulders, drive those knees into the chest. You're not here for very long. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. Avoid that hip pike. Stay low, drive those knees in nice and parallel with the mat. Good, you've got 10 seconds. Keep breathing. Good, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You've got one last round of this third round, and then we are done for the day. So you're hopping back up into that V-sit with that big shoulder press. So if your heels were here before, you can challenge yourself to bring them to 90 degrees. You can challenge themselves to that V-sit, but you're pinching those shoulder blades back, and up. More important, engage through that core. Scoop the tailbone, pinch, and extend. Good. Working the muscles of the upper body, those lats, those shoulders, everything as you extend and pinch, and then pull. Good. Extend, pull it down and back. Good, you've got it. You've got 15 seconds. Squeeze. And we're gonna go into those arm circles. You guys know what's coming. So again, stay in this position. 3, 2, and 1. Arms extend out long. Again, you're starting with that circular motion here. Holding in that V-sit, squeezing the core. Little tiny circles. You're not making big arm circles here. Just forward circles. Good. Squeeze. We're almost at that halfway mark where we're going to reverse the circle. You've got 3. You've got 2. And 1, going back, pinkies back behind you. Again, reverse that circle. Going backwards, holding that V-sit. Big, deep breaths through. Use that core. Stabilize yourself for that last 15 seconds. We've got one round of abs, one cardio burst. That's it. And we're out of here. Good, you've got it. You've got 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those arms, roll all the way back onto your back. This time, challenge yourself to bring those legs to 45 degrees, hands behind the head. You've got 60 seconds. We're going little crunches, working on those upper abs, keeping that chin to the sky. Try to find your lowest point where your back doesn't arch off the mat. You're keeping it low, lower ab engagement here. Finishing out upper abs, lower abs working, pressing into that mat. Good, you've got 30 seconds. Less than a minute left of class. We've got 30 seconds of mountain climber, and then we are done today. Good, you've got it. Keep it up. If it's too much, you can always, again, bend those knees, lower, find that bottom point, chin to the sky, elbows out wide, lift, lift. Good, exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower to the mat, lift. Good, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, roll it over. This is your last bit. You've got 30 seconds here. Shoulders stacked, go right into those mountain climbers. If you want to get spicy for the last cardio burst, you can take that opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Get that heart rate up, sweat to the very end of class. You got 15 seconds. And we're gonna drop back into child's pose. Good, you've got 10. Good, 8, 7, 6, good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Let's go ahead and stretch out of that upper body. Extend the legs out long. Actively press them into the mat. Interlace those hands behind the shoulders. Lift the chest up directly to the sky. Take 2 or 3 deep breaths. You earned it today. That was a sweaty workout. Good. Chin to the sky. Big deep inhales. Good. One more deep breath. And then we're going to roll over onto our stomachs for a little cobra pose. So elbows by the sides, fingertips underneath the shoulders. One long line. Press all the way up into the mat. Stretch out that lower back. Look over that shoulder. Big deep breath. Go one more deep breath. And then look over that left shoulder. And one more deep breath. Come back to center, pop those heels back, tuck them underneath, send those hips up to downward facing dog. Try to send those heels to the mat, press the hands into the shoulders. Big stretch, you can shimmy left to right to shake those shoulders out. Pedal those knees as need to stretch out those hamstrings. Just sink deeper in with each stretch. Good. One more, then we're going to drop down into child's pose to end our class today. Come back to center, knees to the ground, and sink back. Great work today, guys. I hope that upper body was exactly what you needed to work the muscles of the upper body, the biceps, the triceps, the chest, everything without any equipment. That makes this the perfect at-home workout, or for when you're traveling or in a hotel room and you don't have the necessary equipment. Of course, let me know how the workout went in the comments below. What didn't you like? What did you like? Did you take the added challenges? Did you need the modifications? Let me know so I can make the best possible workout for you. And as always, make sure to share our channel with your friends and hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss a single video we upload each week. Have a great day.